says to me, "Arise, my beloved, my dove, my beautiful one, and come. O my dove, in the clefts of the rock, in the secret recesses of the cliff, let me see you, let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet, and you are lovely."
bless and protect all who enter here. Provide them with love, gratitude, prosperity, and hope.
Just like prayer, like gospel hymns that you call in here. Come down, sweet reverence, until my simple house and rain.
Friends and family, tribe and community, we are gathered here today to celebrate love in all of its forms, and especially the love that makes the wind dream to be. This kind of love is not afraid to make promises. It's not afraid to work or to struggle. It seeks not only to be, but to continue. It is based not only on the pleasures of the present, but on the hopes of the future. Chantal and Colin, your partnership, steadfast and humble, has nurtured love from the ground up. From this day forward, you will continue on your paths, seeking the goodness and light in every direction, strengthened by the goodness and light in each other. With this partnership, bound in love and sealed in a kiss, the world calls upon you to protect one another, to find humility when it is needed, to support, uplift, and encourage the heaviest of hearts and the wildest of dreams. This marriage is your gift to bestow upon the world around you. When you leave today, you will both have the power to demonstrate the divine magic of an everlasting love. From the east, we invoke the wind. We ask for lightheartedness, curiosity, playfulness, and peace. From the south, we invoke fire. We ask for courage, passion, radiance, and warmth. From the west, we invoke water. We ask for stillness, strength, intuition, and emotional support. From the north, we invoke the earth, asking for grounding, humility, growth, and nurturing. Chantal and Colin are proud to have gathered their closest community around them during this special time. We ask that each of you hold in your hearts a blessing for them as they now exchange their rings and tie the knot. Chantal and Colin, will you both seek to share and ease each other's pain?
We will.
I pronounce you spiritually and lawfully wed. Colin, you may kiss your beautiful bride.
It's my honor and pleasure to present to you for the very first time our lucky bride and her lucky group, Mr. and Mrs. Knapps.
Chantal and Colin. First off, I want to start by saying, you guys, this wedding, absolutely beautiful. Everyone here looks like they're having a fabulous time. So thank you all for throwing such a beautiful event for us all to celebrate the two of you. And Colin, who knew that the Teva-wearing outdoor enthusiast could clean up so nicely? Now, Colin, I know you're used to my sarcasm, especially when it's at your expense. So for a change of pace, I want to say a few of my favorite things I enjoy about you. Okay, first off, I truly appreciate that you have found a way to attend every Lord Huron concert within a 100-mile radius of wherever you find yourself to be. That is what I call work ethic, true dedication, and a man who knows what he loves. I also appreciate that you ask all of our family members their favorite indie rock song to learn how to play on the guitar and sing it to us anytime we visit. Oh, and that Opie has his own bedtime song. I know the rest of the dogs can't compete with that. But what I truly appreciate oh wait, backtrack, sorry. What I also love is that every time I visit, you let me take over the TV and watch marathon reruns of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Even though I know it makes you cringe, and I know it's trash TV in your eyes. But what I really appreciate is that how much you let Chantal live out her dreams. That you've embraced zero waste lifestyle and you brush your teeth with practically mud. Because it makes Chantal happy and feel like she's saving the earth. That you compromise and you go glamping and spend thousands of dollars to live in a tent. Instead of camping because it'll make Chantal happier. And that you have found a way to match this girl's wit, her generous heart, and her ability to love life and have a fun time regardless of what's going on. Chantal. So I had to start off by writing this entire speech about Colin because every time I tried to write about you, I'd break into sobbing tears. But for you, I will shed a few tears. Hopefully not in front of everyone. I've always been your mini-me, and while you've set the bar so fucking high, sorry. I couldn't be more happy and proud to follow in your footsteps. You were the first, so you took the brunt of every single curfew, every single grounding, and by the time I came around, Mom and Dad had nothing left in them to discipline me. You conquered organic chemistry and medicine before me, so not only did I get your knowledge in textbooks, but I got your support every step of the way. But the most important thing you've taught me is how to love and how to have a bigger heart. This is where I'm going to start crying. You somehow have this unbelievably generous, nurturing, warm heart that I'm sure everyone here has had the chance to experience. I'm gonna cry, you guys. You find a way to make space for being there for every single person in your life and somehow finding the way to still be so perfect and uphold every part of yourself. And I'm sure Colin knows how lucky he is to have you as his partner. So, you guys make everyone around you just feel happy and warm because the two of you together have a way to enjoy life and have fun and just play cards and listen to music and put records on and drink way too much beer. So to commence, I wish you all the Lord here on concerts until Colin is so old and in a walker that he can barely make it to the show. Many gluten-free, dairy-free treats to make Chantal's heart happy. And a family full of kids to sing Opie his bedtime song.
Good evening. My name's Bryce Bauman, and I've known Colin since we started playing Little League sports together when we were 5 years old. And I'm also his dentist, and I'm a little concerned from the last toast that I heard he's brushing his teeth with mud and not fluoride toothpaste. I just want to thank everyone that made this weekend possible. It's been an amazing time, and this is such a beautiful place. We're all glad to get to spend it with you. I'm so excited for you guys. I've known Colin most of my life, and have more recently got to know you, Chantal, and what an amazing and beautiful person you are. I see the joy that you two bring to each other, and the wonderful love that you share. And seeing all of Colin's friends here who made the trip to Sedona, from grade school to high school, to college, to med school residency, and on into his career. Colin never leaves the face of his life as a stranger. And seeing all of you here tonight shows what a great friend he is. Knowing Colin for as long as I have, we have shared a lot of good and some bad times together. Last night at the hotel, a large group of us enjoyed reminiscing about a lot of these events, and unfortunately most of them are too inappropriate to share with you all. I'll be at the bar later if you want to come over, and I'd love to share them. It's easy to share the great moments with someone, but a great friend will be there to help support you through the tough times too. And Colin has always been there, rain or shine. Having seen this firsthand, I know Colin will always be there for Chantal, no matter what life throws your way. I'm excited for Colin and Chantal to start a new chapter in their lives together, and I can't wait to see what life has in store for the both of you. So, if everyone can please join me in raising your glasses to congratulate Colin and Chantal. Cheers!
Hi everyone, I'm Ashley, for those of you that I haven't met. This is a very easy crowd, my name did it, okay. So I'm Ashley and I'm friends with Chantal from high school. We actually met because I was her tour guide at Verde Valley School, where she was a prospective student. So I am a couple years ahead of her both in school and in life, but I am definitely none the wiser. Everybody that knows Chantal, since we met when you were 14, has always had this air of kind of grace and wisdom, and not just that, but she's also kind of obnoxiously humble about it. And she's the first person to say that she is so awkward and so clumsy and look at what I did. And anyone who's friends with her knows that she'll call you up and say, I did this hugely embarrassing thing. And the way that I describe it to my friends is that it's like watching a ballerina trip, because it's I get it, it was embarrassing. first, it wasn't what you planned, but like, it was still way more graceful than any normal person. So that is Chantal, and I'm so grateful for the years we've had of friendship and all of the grace and all of the wisdom that you've shown me. But Colin, for all of the years that I have known Chantal, I have only met Colin recently, and I am very grateful for that. I got to go visit them in Colorado, and I had such a wonderful time. I am sure Chantal delayed me meeting him because I have a long track record of being kind of difficult and kind of judgy and very protective over her. And honestly, I met Colin, and Colin, you were so easy to love. Like, it was so great to see you two together. And not only did I quickly see how wonderful you two are together, but I realized how much I like you as a person. And I realized after day drinking with you how much I just respect you. Like, I really respect that, and I knew we would be good friends. So, nothing in my romantic history gives me any sort of space to give guidance today. But what I do want to say is what I have seen in you two that I hope that I can one day find, which is you two don't just love each other in word, but you continuously choose actions that show each other how much you care. And I've seen it in the way you make coffee for one another in the morning, or fix dinner at night, or take both of you on a walk because the other one is tired. You guys truly take the time to care for each other, and I hope that one day I can find that. So. To Colin, I love watching you with Chantal. I love seeing the way that you calm her and you ground her, and her anxieties kind of fade away when you're together. I feel so confident knowing my friend is in good hands with you, and that is such a wonderful feeling. To Chantal, all the years of friendship that we've had and all the places that we've been, from Senor Frogs in Acapulco, Chantal was 14, and I don't know how that happened, but it did, to the twin bed that we shared in Chantal's dorm room in Austin, to finally getting to meet you in Colorado, to being here tonight, where we first became friends in Sedona. I wish you guys so much happiness, and I wish you many, many years of taking care of each other and many years of happiness. So, to Chantal and to Colin.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley.
Well, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Baron, and I fall into the love story of Colin and Chantal by first getting to know Colin 10 years ago when we moved to Arizona for our residency program in emergency medicine down in Phoenix. I was here representing, and pretty much immediately I knew Colin and I were going to be good buddies, but what I couldn't recognize from the get-go is that it wasn't going to be long until Colin became one of the best friends that I've had in my life. And I don't say that lightly. I've been blessed to have a lot of amazing people in my life, but to have a best friend, if you are lucky enough to have one in your life, it means a lot. And so I appreciate having you as a buddy. Joining up. And Colin knows that we have a good bond. And this is illustrated by the fact that this past week he called me and said, "Oh yeah, I forgot, but I want you to give me a speech at my wedding next weekend." And I'm not sure what's like normal amount of headway time you're supposed to tell people, but I was pretty sure he was sandbagging me. And that was reinforced by his words of encouragement, which were, well, if there's not enough time, you don't have to do it, but don't be a pansy. So in the spirit of sandbagging, I decided that today was the day that I would reveal a big secret about Colin. And this is a secret I think you guys, some of you are going to be pretty blown away by, and I'm sorry. But all this, how beautiful it is, this is not Colin's first marriage. And I'm not talking about just two nights ago. And that is because before Colin became Chantal's husband, Colin was my wife. And it's a little awkward to say here in front of all of you, but let me try to explain. So, while Colin and I were doing our emergency medicine residency, my current and much more beautifully feminine wife, Hannah, in the back, was doing her surgical residency. And what that means is that Hannah worked 100,000 times harder than we had to. And so Colin and I were off gallivanting, causing trouble, and Hannah had to work and make up for us in the world, essentially. And so what ended up happening was all of our stories started with, well, Hannah was working, so Colin and Baron, ... So she started to jokingly refer to him as Baron's other wife, Colin. And this was pretty innocent for a long time. And until Colin decided he needed to let us know that he wasn't okay with this term. It actually got under his skin, and he hated it. He let us know, and what he was so upset was, why was he my wife, and I wasn't his wife? And I understand your frustration. But we had a good marriage, and the fact that he didn't like this term just made it so much better. So much better. So our marriage was great, and it went on, and it was pretty competitive at times. Colin doesn't like to lose, especially at games, and especially to me. And unfortunately for him, our natural roles as a couple is for me to dominate. So I had to do what I had to do, and it was a good time. And I think that there were some smarter people out there that realized that there were some restrictions in our relationship, and so they tried to mix up the pot a little bit. And actually, one of our mentors and friends, Poppy, he decided, without asking me permission, to introduce this beautiful young research assistant into the hospital. And this was a pivotal time. Because in walks the lovely Chantal into our lives. And all joking aside, I've been able to watch over these 10 years the evolution of Colin. And I can tell you that the guy sitting next to you right now is the happiest, healthiest, most calm, peaceful, fulfilled guy that I've seen. And I think that's because of the love you two share. And I could see it from the get-go. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining our lives. So, let it be known here today, I pass on my responsibilities of matrimony to you. Colin is now yours to have and to hold, for better or worse. And underneath that quarterback, charming, demeanor, Colin is a gentle butterfly. So please be good to him. And Colin, you don't mess this up. You let Chantal know that she is the most loved woman in the world. So, here today, now that the responsibility is no longer mine, I would like to pass on some words of hopeful wisdom to you, as being a guy who's been married twice, once to Colin and once to Hannah. And this is the important part, marriage is a choice. And it's not a choice you just make today and you live happily ever after. It's a choice you make each and every day. And I believe that simple fact, that you are two separate individuals working under your own free will and choosing to walk beside each other through life, that is what makes it so beautiful. And that's why marriage gets better and better. So I would encourage you to challenge yourself as you guys choose each other every day to build each other up and to complement one another and to be immune to boredom from that other person and to pick apart the smallest detail and tell them how much you love that part. So, to two people that I love so much, I ask you all to raise your glasses. To Chantal and Colin, may you have countless years of health and complete and total admiration for one another. I love you guys.
Let's give him another round of applause. That was the speech I was waiting for. All our speeches were wonderful.
And from Chantal and I, we wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you. I know that, you know, coming out here is not the easiest thing given recent circumstances, but it means so much to both of us to have all of our family and our friends and everyone here that has been such a big part of our lives for so long. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you guys so much. You guys mean the world to us. And here's to you guys. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.